So we just learned about the area of a parallelogram, and that was tied to the area of a triangle, and we're going to now find the formula for the area of a trapezoid, which is also tied to the area of a triangle. So you can see that this trapezoid right here, without this dashed line over here, so the trapezoid is really two triangles, so this blue one and then the white one. So we have one base, which is right here in orange, and then we have another base right here in green. So the trapezoid has two bases technically. So the base of one triangle and the base of another triangle. And the height of both of those triangles is the same. So we have two triangles with separate bases. They're going to be different lengths, but the same height. Okay, so we know the area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2. But in this case, we have two bases. So we're going to expand this to base plus base, because if we added this composite figure, we could add the area of this triangle plus the area of this triangle. So we're going to add base 1 plus base 2 and take it times the height, and I can divide that by 2, which is the same normal part of the formula for area of a triangle. So that gives me the area of a trapezoid formula, where I have base 1 for my first triangle, and then I add base 2 for the second triangle, and then the height, I only need to multiply times one of the heights because the same for both of them, and then the divided by 2 is the same for the area of a triangle formula. So the area of a trapezoid is, again, base 1 plus base 2, and it doesn't matter which one you call base 1. This could be base 1 and this could be base 2. And I add those together first. That's why it's in parentheses. Follow order of operations. Multiply it times the height and divide it by 2. So let's practice on a couple. So let's look at number 6. So this will be on page 90. Actually, so we'll do it right here. Okay, so page 6, number on page 90 is a parallelogram. So you guys are going to do area equals base times height on that. I'll pause the video and see if you remember how to do that, just as a quick review. So remember, the base has to be an actual side of the triangle, and the height has to come off of the base at a right angle, so it can't be the 15 on this one, it has to be the 14.5. So you should have taken 24 times 14.5, and you would have gotten 348 square inches for that. And then for the trapezoid, let's practice number 12, and that would be on page 93. So first thing, we write down the area of a trapezoid formula, which is base 1 plus base 2 times height divided by 2, or you again could take it times 1/2. And then I substitute in what I know. Base 1, it doesn't matter if it's 21 or 10 6/10. Remember, base 1 and base 2 will always be parallel to each other, so you can see the parallel lines they drew for you. And then the height comes off of those bases at a right angle. So the height would be 13, and then we divide by 2. So we add first, so 31 6/10 times 13 divided by 2. And you could divide by 2 first and get 6.5. You don't have to, you could. So 31 6/10 times 13 is 410 8/10. And then you divide by 2, which would be 205 4/10. And this one is just units squared. Okay, you guys can practice number 11. So remember, the bases are always parallel. They don't always have to be top and bottom, but they are always parallel. So you should be able to locate the bases on number 11. And it would be the left and right versus the top and bottom. So you'd have 13 plus 25. And then the height on this one would be 39. If it helps your brain, you can turn your book sideways. And then we'll pause the video while you finish. So if you solved it correctly, you should have 38 times 39 divided by 2. You could have simplified here, gotten 16 times 39, which is 741. So this here, 38 divided by 2 actually should have been 19 here. So 19 times 39 should have been 741 square feet. Okay, and then you can also work from the big idea and go in and get smaller. And so you can find the area of a triangle within it if you're given the area of a trapezoid. So that would look like number 13 on the guided practice. So they're giving us the area of the trapezoid. So you would write down the formula and then fill in what you know. So we know the area of the trapezoid. And from the picture, we know the base 1 and the base 2. I don't know the height. And they want me to find the area of triangle ABD. Okay, so I can solve this to find the height, which I need to find the area of triangle ABD. Okay, this one is not a rectangle. A trapezoid is not a rectangle, so I can't just divide the total area by 2. That doesn't work. So I would need to add these two first. So 22 plus 38 is 60. And then 60 divided by 2 is 30h. So 1248 is equal to 30h. So I divide both of those by 30. And that would be the height is equal to 41 6/10. And then you do the area of a triangle formula to find ABD, which the base of the ABD triangle is 22. You'd fill in your height and then solve for the area of that triangle. You should get 457 6/10 square centimeters once you solve all the way. And that is area of trapezoids.